Three of us have always been pretty close. We used to play house. Jenny and I would have our Barbies. Johnny would have his little Lego guys, and he'd like destroy our little Barbie houses.
Harrison.
We used to play count the animals on long car rides up to Maine. And Johnny would always be the one to see 10 more than everyone else. Or he'd be able to see 15 moose when no one else could. 1,000 ants. Or what?
1,000 ants.
Yeah. 1,000 ants. Jenny, of course, would look for them.
I did.
And no one else could.
I really did.
We all had nicknames for each other. I was Koodledee. Johnny was Sonafane. Jenny was Centipede. And Josh was Sasua. I would chase Johnny around the house with like a fake limp and be Evil D. We'd spend hours making up silly songs on our answering machines and raps. Johnny played baseball, did normal boy things, but then, sorry Mom, the corruption began. It all started when Aaron Sullivan and I were sitting around bored one day on Super Bowl Sunday. No one was home except Johnny, who was in his room watching the game. And I'm pretty sure the conversation went like this. Hey, I'm bored, what should we do? I know. Let's go get Johnny to smoke broccoli. So funny. So we go in, all laughing.
They were 21.
And we're like, hey, John, have you ever smoked broccoli? And he's like, no. And we're like, well, do you want to try it? And he's like, all casual, like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yes, you can eat
Old enough to play it cool.
And that was it. The floodgates opened. I feel like almost immediately his clothes got a little baggier, like those huge jeans he used to wear. He could fit everything in his pockets. They felt below his butt. And suddenly I remember he would be going through phases of listening to the same song over and over again. And I've been looking all week to remember it was a Steve Miller Band song, and it would just be repeat all night long, and we'd all go crazy in the house.
It's a good one.
And then what came what I like to call the crackhead room. Where he teared all the wallpaper down in his room, spray painted, and we would all sign the walls and write like.
Except for me.
Like literally.
I wasn't allowed to.
Here it says Frank Purdue kicks butt. That's me. Say butt. Or I'm cooler than all you geeks. Also me.
Written while there was plenty of geeks in the room.
I was also around the time that he had the infamous hairdo with a stupid semicircle in the middle of his forehead. He'd part his hair and it looked like an upside down heart. What the hell was up with that? It would be like smooth and all perfect. Also,
Becky remembers.
Also, a little history for you. Around that time, he got his nickname Boy Wonder. That's because it's from the movie Hook, when Wendy sees Peter and says, "Hello, boy." For some reason, we thought that was so funny. We started calling Johnny Boy Wonder. Then I got him this hat for Christmas that said Boy Wonder, but it was in like an Asian font, so it was Boy Wonder. So once we were all well into our teens, I would say we got closer and spent a lot of time hanging out with broccoli. He was a growing boy, and suddenly, all of a sudden, in one summer, he was towering over me. I always tell people about Mighty Stop, where their motto is "Our small is their large," and their large was literally like this big. And Johnny would be like, "Hey, can you give me a ride down to go get my stuff?" And he would get a large. We lived like 7 minutes from Mighty Stop, so not even. And he would get a large double cheeseburger, like this big, just for him, and eat it like. He'd be done with it before we even pulled in the driveway. He'd be like, "Yep." I swear that will catch up to you soon. You'll be the biggest fat guy.
What about the pizza delivery guy that used to come to the window?
Come to the window. One thing I've always loved about Johnny is his sense of humor. Literally could make me laugh at anything. And when we were young, as I'm sure most everybody did, except for maybe the senior citizens around here.
Like John.
Who?
When you get up from a seat, you'd say red flag, so you'd keep your seat, nobody could take it, and you'd get up, go to the bathroom, whatever, come back. Well, Johnny took it a step further, and he would just get up and very quietly take out a miniature like Lego red flag and sit it on his seat.
You had that with him every day.
Didn't matter where you were.
Thank you, honey.
So, getting around to being puked on. One story I always giggle about was me and my friend Pam.
Thank you,
The
dear.
time we were riding home from a Halloween party, I was driving my mother's car. Pam was in the front seat. Johnny's in the back, and we're driving along, and all of a sudden Johnny rolls the window down about this much, and we just hear a,
All I could get it down.
Johnny, are you okay? Did you just puke? And he's like, no, I didn't puke. Whatever. No, I didn't.
What?
We're like, okay, so we're driving. And 2 seconds
yeah, why don't
later,
we just a
a
minute?
tidal wave of puke comes swooshing up the seat and completely covers me and my friend Pam. We're just like looking at each other, covered. Needless at the time, we really didn't think it was that funny, but then there was a time we went to California and we
Harrison.
walked over and spent the day in Tijuana. And I don't know why this is cool at the time, but my parents were like, yeah, you guys go for an hour. We'll meet you back. I was like 18.
It wasn't Tijuana.
He was 16.
We drove 20 minutes into Mexico in a cab.
We were like, hold on, sweetie, 1 second. How lucky you're there, you know? So we go, and of course, the second we get away from them, we're like, okay, let's find bottles of liquor. We're old, we can buy it. So I don't remember what Johnny got, but I got a huge bottle of Kahlua. And then later back where we were staying,
Of course, got tequila. The worm
we went
inside.
So we walked down to the end of the
Exactly.
street and
No, it was
sat
legit
on the beach
tequila.
and decided that
Mexico, senor. Listen, I'm listening. You don't want to join?
Sit quiet and get roasted.
decided we were gonna drink. So we're sitting directly across from each other, and I take a huge gulp of whatever, of probably the Kahlua or something, and I just gagged. It was like, and it splashed all over Johnny's face. Went on my nose.
Sneezed it.
So I
Best
guess-
audience
I
participant
guess
ever.
now that we know everything happened, we're even now. The crowning moment of the time was coming home to the usual crowd in Johnny's room.
That one right there, the guy has this.
I walk in with my friend Erin. They've all been drinking, and Johnny's like, I'm gonna go take a bath. So Erin and I are sitting. Well, we didn't have a tub, so
We didn't have a
we
shower.
didn't have a shower. I mean, so we had a tub, and it had like a hose. So you hear the water running, and Erin and I are sitting there hanging out for a while, and I'm like, wow, Johnny's been gone for a really long time. I'm like, oh, I'll go check on him. So I knock on the door, nothing. Knock the door again. I'm like, oh man, I know where this is going. And I'm like, Johnny. Well, Johnny didn't plug the tub. He just had the hose running. And I know this because there was no answer. And I had to go in and beg his friends, please don't make me do this. I'm his sister. You have to go in there. And none of them would. Like, no one would help me out.
They had the Steve Miller Band plan.
So Erin and I finally, like, damn it, I'm going in. Erin and I had to go in and pick up my naked ass brother and drag him across the house the whole time. I'm like, no, you take the feet in. No. We have to drag him in and put him into bed. Definitely not the high point of my relationship with my brother, but a great campfire story to tell in the coming years. All things
You
aside.
left out that time that I had to pick you up off the ground by the toilet.
Hello.
I gotta take a little shot.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all things aside, I have a lot of funny memories with Johnny. This whole week I've been driving to work thinking about old times.
It's not funny anymore.
It's been a real treat thinking about him. Seeing this decrepit old man makes me smile. You're truly one of the funniest people I know, and I love you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Clap, clap.